Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to our second coffee morning training morning even. So we've got an amazing lineup today with some incredible topics and some great speakers that are all here to share their top tips, which is absolute gold dust. So thank you to everyone for taking the time out to come and speak and share your tips with us today. And well done everyone for joining to learn the top tips today. So I am going to pass straight over to Paula, who is going to introduce our first speaker.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our amazing coffee morning. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. So I would like to introduce Sue Worrell, and Sue has been a nutritionist for over 30 years, running clinics in Cardiff and London, and she's been taking Juice Plus for almost 17 years. So she's going to share all about the products and particularly the omegas today, the power of the products. So Sue, are you there? Is Sue there?
How to unmute?
Sorry, rookie mistake. I forgot to unmute. Right. Yeah, I'm here. Am I okay to screen share?
Yep, share your screen, Sue.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Just give me the thumbs up if you can all see the screen.
It's just coming up.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, guys. As Paula said, I'm Sue Worrell. I'm passionate about nutrition, been involved in nutrition for over 17 years. 2 wake-up calls. My own health was I was born with a defect in my heart. So I was looking for cardiovascular help, although I hated supplements. Heard about Juice Plus and it just seemed a no-brainer to me. I've taken it ever since. The second wake-up call was I had a little boy with cystic fibrosis, and he had malnutrition most of his life. He died sadly at the age of 10. And if I'd have had Juice Plus for him, he might not have saved his life, but he definitely would have had a better quality, I'm sure, and might even have lived a bit longer. So today I'm going to concentrate on the omegas. I'll just start off with a little bit about all the products. So the big thing about Juice Plus products that I love about it is not just the science, and not just for all these years, it's completely results led. And I've always had a waiting list in my clinics, and I just get results for people, and that's how my name got around. But it's not fractionated. It's not like vitamins and minerals, which are isolated, pulled out of fruit and veg. It is completely the whole fruit, and the few vitamins that are added there to make up the RDA. And because you've got all nutrients, fruits and vegetables, that's a bit about the certification. It is the best certification you can get, and this applies to the omegas as well as the Juice Plus capsules. This is the products that are being certified by Informed Choice. You can look it all up on the website. It is an amazing certification. And with sports people, I took a guy from later winning the gold and 2 silvers in cycling in the Paralympics. He was tested immediately and all good. And at that time, we didn't have this level of certification. But if it's that good for athletes, then it's definitely good for us. So there is so much clinical research on all our products. And there's one I found just yesterday, which is a brilliant interview with Manfred Lambeck and Jeff Olson. And he talks about the omegas quite a bit in this interview, but it's really the story of how he came aboard and how authentic and how brilliant the Juice Plus family and the Juice Plus science and the whole ethos of the projects are. So go and take a look at that one. Take down the URL. I'll put it in our group, on our messenger group after. So you can go and find it, because some of these are out there and don't always know where they are. So, okay, why omegas? Why did Juice Plus decide to add omegas to the range? Why are they important? Well, the best way to get them is always in krill oil, not cod liver oil, which I had as a child. Then it wasn't so bad, but now cod liver oil is taken from the cod's liver, and the liver is the organ which disseminates, which pulls out all the toxins. So all the heavy metals that we've got since Chernobyl and everything else that are very, very real in our oceans, all those heavy metals are stored in the cod's liver, and then we get the oil from it and drink it. No, I don't think so. Not a good idea as far as I'm concerned anymore for a long time. You can get mega expensive cod liver oil that's filtered, but what's the point? So Juice Plus made this amazing omega blend. And it has a huge benefits on the list you see there, the brain, heart and vision, but there is quite a few other things that omegas affect as well. And that is, it has a place in fat metabolism. So if you're on any kind of weight loss or weight reduction, or I always use it reversing type 2 diabetics, because it's a combination of weight loss and insulin handling. And it's really good in mixing an impact onto processing weight. It has an impact onto insulin production as well. So the two are brilliant for anyone who has got type 2 diabetes and trying to turn themselves around. It has an impact on liver function. It helps your liver keep us safe. Liver is our organ that helps with all of the detoxing of all our toxins. And it really helps with digestion. It also helps with the production of testosterone. And in the digestive system, it helps with the microbiome, keep that well. And it has an impact on ATP, which anyone who's into fitness or whatever will know it's to do with energy and how energized we are. So we know all these researchers are not on Juice Plus. They've been over the years. There is hundreds and hundreds of them. And we know just how important they are. But Juice Plus being the company it is with science, and it's the only company in the world that's got this much research, let alone 2 decades of it, which you'll hear Manfred Lamprecht saying in that interview. They made an omega that was not fractionated, that was made up of several oils. So we cover the whole 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So it's algae oil, pomegranate seed oil, sea buckthorn, raspberry seed oil, safflower oil, and tomato seed oil. And those are the oils in it. And sea buckthorn berries are mega expensive, and it's only the more expensive omegas you'll see with those in the oils. So they are brilliant. And if anyone here hasn't tried the omegas, definitely go on them. If you're new to the business and you want to try the projects after the premium, get on the omegas and you'll see how amazing they are, as I find. But even if they only start on the omegas on their own, they do make a difference. They see a difference quicker with omegas than anything else. And I think that's mostly because of the inflammatory load, because the biggest thing it does, and the most effective thing it does that people can see, is reduces inflammation. So if they've got things like sore knees, sore joints, it does, the pain does do. So this is my records of my patients, but you can quote me. The first thing that really impressed me was that it takes the oil, the very precious omega-3 oil, which is really, really important for brain function, cognitive function, all sorts of things. And the level of DHA and EPA, the precious things inside that omega essential fatty acid. They took it from a sustained source, which is the algae the fish eats to get their omega. It is the most pure and the most original source of omega-3. But they don't have to grow it in the oceans. They can grow it outside the ocean. So A, they're not depleting the fish stock, and B, they're not interfering with the oceans by having to farm it. So this was just absolutely music to my ears when I heard about this. And there's research going on at the moment on Juice Plus Omega Blend with the Premium Plus. And we've heard that the results so far are outstanding. Sometimes you get the effect where whatever it does more than it says on the tin, if you like, as the adverts say. And that is because the whole effect of putting everything together is greater than any one individual ingredient. And I think they've got a bit of that going on. You can't report on this because it's still ongoing, but this is what I've heard about the science so far. And putting all those amazing plant nutrients, all those phytonutrients, and in the fruit, veg, and berries and bits of grains, and then adding the omegas to that seems to have a really great accumulative knock-on effect. So the ingredients, they're all vegan and plant-based. Very difficult with vegan, stamping something vegan. It has to have all sorts of things. There's a talk I heard not very long ago where they were trying to get something vegan registered, and they found that it had a lot of apples in it, and they were quoted on the thing they had to clear up was that because apples were originally started on pigs as a bit of an experiment, it was thought to be not quite pure enough. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, it's very hard to get it vegan stamped, but it is 100% vegan and plant-based. It's got that original sauce I told you about, and it's got the varieties. Sea buckthorn has several of the different omegas in it. So if nature's putting them together, why would we try to split them apart? Why would you just to take one of them? We need them all. And if anyone says to you, there's too much 6 in it, we shouldn't be eating too much 6. There's oils and oils, and the 6 we're eating is not as high quality, and the whole purpose of it is to extend the shelf life in our food. Did an experiment one of my workshops with cakes, one cake with omega-6 and one without it, and you can't take the difference. But what it happens is it lasts longer. It doesn't go off as quick. So it's all about money making that gives it better shelf life. No artificial additives, no colorants, and minimal processing. This is the other amazing bit about the processing, and that is that it is not put under a high temperature. The oils are encapsulated, and they want to be sealed away from heat and light, and also from the air and moisture. So the oxygen barrier on pharmaceutical capsules is really important. And they say that the Polyland capsules that encapsulate our omegas have got an even better oxygen barrier than the old pharmaceutical capsules that are used by most people. So they're putting these capsules to seal it, and there's an air bubble put in there, so it looks like a little mini leveler, spirit level. And that keeps the oils precious. But in any expensive oil, and I used to use krill oil, it was about the same price. I think sometimes it was more expensive. I think it was £40, one of the brands I used. They were encapsulated because I wanted them to be not pushed into powders. I wanted them to be encapsulated and not the oil to swallow, because A, it does oxidize, and B, it makes you feel sick with all the fishy taste. So I used to use that, and I found out from the program on Horizon, which I hadn't really thought about it before, it makes complete sense, and that is that they have to put so much heat to seal those capsules that the oil can become spoiled, and then it's toxic, then it becomes rancid oil. So it's like Russian roulette on every capsule you take. And they did a test on, trust me, I'm a doctor, on Horizon, and they found out of 4 of each cheap, medium and high price oils they found 2 in the most expensive and 1 in the low price, and that was just by random testing. So yeah, not so good at all. Just noticed that I said earlier that they listed the tomato oil. That must be an old slide. They don't do tomato oil anymore in it, so sorry, take that one back, I'm sorry. So this is what's in our omegas now, and none of these are cheap products, or a lot of products where they say they're omega-3, they use olive oil, and there's nothing wrong with olive oil, but olive oil is easily damaged, and it's not the purest and the best to put into supplements. It's great on your food, and always use it cold. You can heat it very slightly, but don't go cooking on hot hot food with olive oil. These are a much more expensive way to do it, but a much more nutritious and a much higher quality of nutrition. and a much more absorbable way for us to get the precious ingredients from it. So why are Juice Plus omegas encapsulated? I've just more or less told you that, but it is important because most oils are on the spoon, like I said, and they do deteriorate. I was talking to someone last month. They were saying that they should last 30 days, but by the end of the 30 days, they don't just go off like that. They are diminishing as they go. So my choice would always be, and one of the things you can tell when they ask why I should have Juice Plus omegas, is that they are encapsulated and those precious oils are protected. So I don't know whether you know, just to finish off, a couple of things. One is that Juice Plus has a science institute. Manfred Lamprecht visits here very often, and I think he's very proud to be part of it. It doesn't just test the Juice Plus products, it tests anything about fruits and vegetables. I'd love to go there. I will one day. It's my ambition to get there one day. And it is a brilliant institute. So we're one of the very few companies that have our own science institute of science, and they test lots of things on fruits and vegetables. And these are the ongoing studies, and one of them is specifically on the oils, and this is the one I was saying. And that I think is not very long before it's concluded, and then we'll wait for the publication. But Manfred Lamprecht on there was saying there are ongoing studies on cognitive behavior, brain health, and nutrigenomics. So there's lots more to come. The science is very exciting, and you'll find it on PubMed, the world's top listing of science projects and papers and studies, and you'll find them there. You'll have to find the name of the university to find them, because they don't call them Juice Plus, they call them studies on plant phytonutrients or fatty acids. So look for the university, you'll find them listed, and then go and find the studies if you're interested in reading the brief analysis at the end. So that's it. If anybody's got any questions, quickly, I think I've got a couple of minutes. No? I'll stop screen share.
Lou, I've heard the term nutrigenomics. Can you explain a little bit about what that is?
There's nutrigenomics, and yes, it's hard to explain quickly, but nutrigenomics is first of all, our genes are how we hand down different things that are how our body's made, and it's handed down in our genes, in our DNA, in our genetics. And we know that some of the things we hand down we inherit from our ancestors. But we've only just started to study what happens when that particular action of the gene it expresses itself. So it's like a computer gate, computer says no, computer says yes, and computers work by all yes, no gates. They go through pathways, and our genes do the same. So for instance, my family is full of heart disease. I was born with a heart defect. Don't know whether that's because of the genetic leaning, but everyone in my family, by the time they were 60, had at least one stroke. I'm 72, nearly 73. I'm not intention of having any strokes. But it means that your environment, how you live and what you do with your body has a big influence. So now they're saying that we are what our grandparents at. So when I have a client who says, "Oh, it's one day I don't care if I've just got my life," and then I say, "What about your children?" They say, "Oh, I look after my children." But it's not like that. Even when you're in the 20s, what you can genes express, and then it's the expression that changes things like hormones and estrogens and all the actions and the chemical cascades our body makes. So we're actually handing down our gene expression, and they now know that it doesn't just last a long time once we change our lifestyle, but it can be handed down to the next generation. And then if they carry on with that, it keeps on going through the generations. So you are what you eat, absorb, and fail to excrete, but what you do and how you live is the most important.
Right. Sue, that's amazing. We're going to have to move on now because of time, but that was incredible. So let's all give Sue a big, obviously a muted round of applause, but that was amazing, Sue. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I think we're going to be handing back to Sara now.
Oh, thank you, Sue. That was absolutely amazing. Sue, did you have a speaker? I know some of the speakers have got a speaker for their story for a couple of minutes. Did you?
Did I have?
No, I know some of the speakers were going to bring one of their team to share the story.
No, I don't today. No, I'm sorry, I don't today. I've got someone, but he's too shy to come on.
No problem.
So I'm still trying. It's Saturday morning. And they've got family things, so I can't get anyone on. But I will.
No,
I'll keep trying.
Or is there someone unmuted? No. Yeah, sorry. No, sorry, Sue. I just wanted to double check because I didn't want to miss anyone out because I'm bad for that. I'm very great. I need to get on my Amigas. So thank you very much, Sue. That was absolutely amazing. I'm sure we all took loads of information away from that, and especially with obviously the new Protective Plus package or bundle that's been launched at the moment. I think so many of us wanted to know really the ins and outs of the Omega capsules so we can better share them and better advertise them as well. So thank you very much. Up next we have got our lovely Michelle, who is going to be talking to us about how to turn your prospects into customers and team members. Michelle joined in 2014 after her husband was made redundant. She is an executive marketing director, Club 100. She is a mum of one, and she built this incredible business up whilst also working full time, which I just is beyond me. I don't know how you've done that, and mummy in as well. That's crazy. But she's just recently resigned from her full-time job so she can concentrate on her business full-time after working there for 14 years. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for having me on. I hope you're all well on this. It's really sunny. I just said to Shanton, why is it when we're in lockdown, the weather's always really nice? So I don't know what's going on, but yeah, can't complain because I like the sun. I'm always a bit more in a bad mood when the weather's not great. So yeah, feeling very positive this morning. So I hope you're all well. So this morning, I just wanted to talk to you about how to turn your customers into team members and your prospects. So it's something that I would always say that I am very, very consistent with recruiting. I'm not one of these that does sort of 10, 15 a month. I've never been in those sort of reams of how many I recruit, but I've always been very, very consistent. So for me, I would much rather than empty recruit people that are genuinely interested, wanting to do it, and I will put a lot of time, hold their hand and work with them towards their first couple of promotions until they understand the business. So for me, that's something that I would always strive to look for rather than just recruiting sort of 10, 15 people. And I personally, that's not to say that some people can't do that, I personally feel that if I was recruiting that many, I wouldn't be giving them the time that I felt that they deserved from me. So what I wanted to start off with is a little quote that I just saw, and it says, if you're not taking care of your customer, your competitor will. And this is so true. So we all know that we spend a lot of time looking for customers. So the easiest place to start with looking for team members is your customers. And as you know, half the job's kind of done, because if you've got a customer that knows the products, loves the products, is using the products, half of the job, our job, is done, because they understand what it is that they are doing before they've even joined the business, sort of, so to speak. So I would always say, look after your customers, number one. Make sure that you are always offering the opportunity as well. So for me, it's something that I always do when I'm speaking to people about the products. I always just drop in that there is a business opportunity attached to it. That's not to say that everybody wants this, but it is just to plant that seed so that they know that there is a business opportunity. So everyone has that light bulb moment. Some people, if you're like me, just join up and have no idea about the products or the business. But for me, that was my light bulb moment. I needed to lose a little bit of weight. We were in a predicament where Shanton had been made redundant, and we thought, you know what, why not give it a go? Somebody else might sit there for months and months and months and watch you. There are so many people that join this business at different times and for different reasons. So you've just got to remember that if you've planted that seed, and if you reiterate it as well, and if you're keeping and building those connections with people, then they will come back to you when the time is right for them. So a no is not always a no forever. So what we do in our group is we're always adding value. So I'm always looking at ways how to add value to my customers. So at the moment, we started last month in our support group. So we have an exclusive support group. I actually set this up a few months after I joined the business, which is not something that was necessarily recommended at the time, but I felt that I wanted to really hone in and look after my customers. So we started last month a schedule where we're doing lives in our support group. So we're only doing one a week, but we're really trying to mix it up. So we're sort of doing some exercise in there. We've got a PT in there that's doing, we did a squat challenge. So it's just something fun that everybody can join. We've got cook-alongs. We've got somebody that spoke about the Amigas and did a little face mask. So we've got lots of things that we're doing into our customer support group to add that value. So make sure you're looking after your customers. And then make sure as well, if there is a business opportunity call on, that you are offering them the opportunity to join that call. So for example, we have ours on a Monday. I know, James, you do yours on a Thursday as well. So you've got a couple of opportunities in a week that you can be inviting those customers onto those calls, just to have a listen in. There's no pressure. They can just see what it's about and what it is that we do and how really easy this opportunity is. And how it can fit in with your lifestyle. Because I think a lot of people get scared that this opportunity is going to take up all of their time. They haven't got time for it, is the most common thing that I hear. And I can say hand on heart, I've done this, as Sara said, building up my business whilst working full time. I was out really, really long hours at the beginning because Mila's school, unfortunately, wasn't anywhere near where we lived. So we were out from 6:45 in the morning to 7:15 at night. And she was like 4.5. And then obviously being a mum and doing this. So it's just showing people this business can fit in and around your schedule and your lifestyle. So I think that's what most people want to see. So those calls and those opportunity calls, you hear from so many different people, and it's a really good insight into how this business can fit in with their lifestyle. And especially at the moment as well, with everything that's going on, a lot of people will probably, without even realizing, need this opportunity. So I also have a potentials group. So this is something that I set up, again, quite a long time ago, but last year I decided that I was going to pop some videos in there. So they're literally 1 minute long, there's 6 of them. And I will just say to somebody, look, have a look at the videos in your own time. When have you got 5 minutes to have a little look at them? And it's just going through the stages of what this business entails, really short, really sweet, really sort of snappy, and then they can come back to you with any questions. So it's not getting them to watch a 20-minute video, it's just getting them to watch sort of 5 minutes in their own leisure to see what this business is about and whether or not it would be something that they would be interested in. And I would say the other thing is, in terms of looking after your customers, is it kind of starts with you as well. So you have to be real and yourself and relatable, because people are going to naturally be interested in you. So be yourself, build up those relationships with them. Don't just look at them as an order or a sale. Really have an interest in them and what their goals are, work with them towards their goals. And as I say, if you're being you and you are building up that relationship, they're more likely to then sort of trust you, know you, and want to say, well, actually, what is it that you do? What is this business that you do? I can see that you're doing this. I can see that you're doing that. Again, if you're doing lives, if you're putting yourself out there, me and lives are not friends. It's not something that I particularly like to do. I think if any of you see me before, my confidence isn't always the best. But I've really worked on that over the past sort of 6 years. So I've started using Instagram a lot more now. So on my stories on Instagram, you can do a little hands-free and it will take 15-second snapshots. So it's like a minute long in total, and you can do a little video. So I'm really trying to commit to doing that every single day. So there's lots of different things that you can do, sort of push yourself out of your comfort zone to show up every day, and then people will know, like, and trust you. So that's just what I'm doing at the moment. So if you do struggle with lives, or like me, it's not something that you're massively comfortable with, then I find that really works as well. So people will start seeing your face every single day. And stories at the moment, and reels as well, if anybody is on Instagram, they are fantastic at the moment. That's where people are sort of really sort of looking and watching, and you're going to build up your reach as well. Online events as well. So we do also do online events at the moment. Sadly, we can't do in-home events or get together and do our amazing events, but you can always invite people to do online events. So you can talk about the products, you can talk about the business opportunity. You can amalgamate it, very, very similar to what we're doing now. You can amalgamate the two, and again, you can invite people on. So there's loads of different ways that you can get people to watch what you're doing and see whether or not it is something for them. And that all of this sort of attraction marketing really works to get people interested into the business opportunity. The other thing that I do is I have a referral scheme. So I've done this right from the beginning. So I've always said if somebody refers somebody to me or recommends them, I would always give them like a little gift. I'd give them some free products or something. I've done sort of vouchers and things in the past as well. I know we have to be careful with that. But if I have somebody that is referring a lot of people, then again, I would offer the opportunity to them, because ultimately what they're doing is what I'm doing, but I'm getting paid for. So for me, that is something that I would always recommend. So if you're getting somebody that's posting a lot in your support group or sharing a lot on their social media, go back to them and say, would you like some more information on the business opportunity? Because what you're doing is what I'm doing. The only difference is I'm getting paid to do it and you're not. You're kind of missing a trick, really. So yeah, make them feel special. I do sort of like little competitions in the group as well. I send them, so I don't know if anybody knows about WhatsApp broadcast lists. So this is what I have for my customers. It is a fantastic tool. So basically what you have to do is you have to add everybody. It is quite a little bit time consuming at the beginning because it's not something that I had. So I had quite a lot of customers. But if they add you on your contact number and you add them as a contact, you can set up a WhatsApp broadcast list. So basically in time, it will save you so much time, because all of your customers are on there. You will send out a message, but it's not a group chat. I've tried doing that with customers. It doesn't always work. Some people are very, very private about their weight loss or their journey on the products. Whereas a WhatsApp broadcast list basically sends the same message to, I don't know, 100 customers, but they will message you back privately. So although you're only sending the one message, it's going out to 100 people. So they are a fantastic tool. So I send recipes. I do a monthly meal plan. So I do this on Pinterest. So I do a meal board with about 20 recipes, which I send to my customers on the WhatsApp broadcast list as well. So it's just a really good tool. Again, just keeping up, building up that relationship and loving on your customers and adding value. And as I say, all of that helps with that attraction marketing, and then them seeing how easy really this opportunity can be and how it can work for them if they join the business. So I think that's pretty much it from me in terms of tips on how you can use your customers to sort of turn them into team members. I'm just checking my notes to see if there's anything else. Oh, one other thing as well that I do for my customers around this sort of time is, or I have done previously, is send Christmas cards. So you can do e-cards or you can do actual Christmas cards. You can do little certificates for, don't always want to do it on weight loss, but you can do like little certificates for them as well on, I'm trying to think what we do. Not mentor of the month, but that kind of thing. So something that is showing the customer and making them feel special as well. So making them feel part of a community, because everybody joins this business for different reasons. Not everybody joins because they want to earn more money, which ultimately is the main attraction that we think, but a lot of people join this business for a community. So if you feel that you're making them part of that community and they're seeing what you're doing, that is another reason that they may be attracted to the business. So don't always think that it's necessarily the same reason that you joined as why somebody else would join as well. So yeah, thank you very much for having me this morning.
Thank you, Michelle. I've actually taken so many notes, and it's so true when you get on calls like this. Even, you know, I've been in the business for 4 years, but it's so important to get on calls like this, because so many things that you've said there, I'm literally like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds good. I like that one. I love the broadcast list idea. It's something I've wanted to do for a really long time. It's actually on about 10 of my to-do list. So maybe after you pointed it out this morning, I might actually put it to the top.
Be fair, it took me a while as well. I'd heard it a couple of times and I just never, it was one of those things that it was on my list for ages, but honestly, it's time consuming to do, but once you've done it, you're saving so much time.
Yeah, and I've actually heard so many people recently, and especially even the events before lockdown, saying that since they started a broadcast list, it really turned their business around, because obviously, like I said, amazing customer care is going to lead to referrals or recruitment as well. Yeah, look, people are going, I'm going to do it today. Thank you.
I've also, Sara, I've just got, you know, we've got a guest speaker, so I have got somebody, so I'm just going to introduce Natalie, if that's all right. So I would like to introduce Natalie Higgins. She is an SC in my business. She joined in September 2018, so she's just celebrated her 2-year anniversary. Natalie is a very, very busy lady. She's got a corporate career. She's always busy, always at work, but she does this business part-time. I'm not sure how she fits it in, to be honest, but yeah, I just wanted to invite Natalie on to share with us her journey in the business.
Hi everyone. As Michelle said, I'm Natalie and I've been I'm now a sales coordinator, and I've been with Juice Plus now for just over 2 years. For this business, I originally joined just for the sole fact of the community side of it. I was living in London, I was on my own, I was working all the time, and I didn't really have many friends. I came across Michelle on social media. She actually messaged me quite a few times before I actually said yes to join in. And it was the best thing I ever did. Shortly after I joined the business, I did move back to Liverpool. And once I moved back, I didn't have a job. So this business actually financially helped me for a couple of months before I found employment again. It does, for me, I am very busy now. Once I got a job, I'm constantly working all the time. Fitting this in around my current lifestyle, it's just so easy. It's the best thing for me personally, and getting that extra money in every month just helps so much. At the time, I was planning a wedding. I was traveling a lot, and for me personally, it helped me financially so much, and it still does every single day. And now that we're going on to our second lockdown, it keeps me even busier, so my mental health doesn't struggle at all. And it's just, without the support of Michelle and her partner Shanton, I don't think I would have made much of it. The support within our team, within our whole community is outstanding. It's fantastic. I've made so many friends. Some of the girls that I get to work alongside are just absolutely incredible, and we all support each other on a daily basis, and it's just, I couldn't recommend any more working alongside these amazing people. But yeah, that's just what it does for me.
That was absolutely amazing. I didn't know if Michelle, you wanted to, do you want to, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was like, shall I? Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, I'm so proud of you. And I know that this year's been especially hard for you. But nothing gets in your way. You're always so positive. You're always just so focused, and yeah, you're just an asset to the team, and I absolutely love working alongside you every day. So thank you. I know you were nervous about today, but you literally, as soon as I messaged her yesterday, within 20 seconds she messaged back saying, yeah, I'll do it, even though I knew she was really nervous. So thank you so much, Natalie.
No problem. Thank you for asking me. At least it's one thing ticked off the list for this year.
Well done. Thank you.
That was amazing. Thank you, Natalie, and thank you, Michelle. We took so many top tips away from that. So thank you for taking time out of your busy Saturday morning to share that with us. We really appreciate it. I'm going to hand back over to Paula.
Thanks, Sara. Oh, ladies, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you, Michelle, and for your wonderful stories. I mean, absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to introduce Shanton, who is Michelle's husband, and Shanton is going to talk about goal setting for the month ahead. Now, Shanton is an SSC in the business. He's been in the business for 5 years, and in the last 9 months he has achieved 2 promotions, and his business has grown over 1,000%. So he's absolutely rocking it at the moment. So take lots of notes of what Shanton's going to help us with our goal setting for the month ahead. Thank you, Shanton.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? Happy Saturday. So I absolutely love doing these calls with these wonderful people, because I learn so much. And as Michelle said, I'm sitting here watching Michelle, and I'm learning off my wife, and I live with her, and like, that shouldn't happen. She shouldn't be teaching me anything, but she does every single time that she goes on these calls, and it's absolutely fantastic. But I'm here to talk about goals and goal setting. And this is something that I'm absolutely passionate about, because without a goal, how do you know if you're achieving anything? Like genuinely, how do you know if you're doing well or if you're doing bad, or there's no measurements? I work full time. I still work full time. And I do this in the nooks and crannies of my day. So it's really, really important for me that I have set goals. Now, all of us on a daily basis have goals. You might not know that you have a goal, but you do. So an example of this is, if you've got kids, I need to get the kids to school on time. That's a goal. That's something which we want to achieve. So it's important in your own business that you have goals, because without goals, you won't know if you're achieving. And we sign a lot of people into this business, not just myself, but I'm sure James and Sara and anybody else that's in the business, signed people up, and you ask them what their goals are and they don't know. And it's really important that you get to a point where they know absolutely what they want to achieve, because that's the measurement. That's where you realize, am I doing well? Am I not doing well? So there's a few things that I do. Now, you have to forgive me, because for some reason, my presentation has disappeared. So I'm going to have to wheel this completely. Not blag it, I promise you, it's something I do. No, I don't blag on a daily basis, but I absolutely do targets on a daily basis. But it's really important that you set your goals. Okay, so when we started, Michelle said a little bit earlier that I lost my job. And it's not the only time that I've lost my job. I'm not rubbish at them, it's just that redundancies and things like that kick in. But when I first started, our job, or my job, was the main income. So when I lost my job, Michelle said, we're going to start and we just want to earn maybe £200 a month just to help us. Because that effectively would pay the extra bills that we had coming in. So that was our goal. Now, those goals, when that was achieved, didn't stay at, I want to earn £200 a month. It was, well, if I can do 200, I want to earn 500. And then when we ticked that one off, it was, how far can this actually go? Then it went to 1,000, and then 2,500, and then 5,000. And then it's still going up. I'm not going to tell you where we are, because you can find that out yourself on your own journeys. But in real terms, this business can help you achieve everything that you want to. So something that I've used with my teams in my management is it's an idea called SMART. So it's the way that you can set yourself targets. So if you've got a pen and paper, write this down. So the S is specific. So it's setting yourself a specific target. And this can be a daily basis or a monthly basis. Okay, but it's important that you set that specific target for yourself. The second one is M, which is measurable. Can you measure it? Okay, can you watch that, your progress grow over the course of a period of time? The A is attainable. So all of us that are on this call would like to think that we're going to set ourselves attainable targets, because if they're not attainable, the only thing you're going to do is set yourself up for failure, and that's not what we want. The long-term goal might be to get to point Z, but you know, you've got to go through B, C, D, E, all the way to get to that top goal. So that's where we talk about setting attainable goals. R is relevant. So is your goal that you're going for now relevant to where you want to be in 12 months' time? If it's not, realign it. Okay, so within this business, there are lots of different promotions along the way. You can't go from partner to PMD plus in one go. So you then need to set yourself goals all the way through the journey. And that's also the same if you're not in the business, but you just use the products. You can't go from, for me, I lost 2.5 stone on the plan. I didn't go from losing 0 weight to 2.5 stone like that. What I actually did was set myself little goals along the way, because then I could measure and progress and see the progress that I was making. And as you hit those little goals, you celebrate them because you've achieved something. And that's really, really important. And one of the main things that people don't do is even the little goals, they don't celebrate them. So celebrate those little goals. It makes you, I promise you, it will make you feel a lot better as you're going through your journey, whatever journey that might be. Okay. And then the last one is T, time, or time bound. So if you're setting yourself your target of reaching your promotion, your position, your weight loss, set yourself time boundaries. So at the end of your 31 days, or however long it might be, 90 days, have you achieved your goal? And that's what I live by. And I don't look at it as I need to get to my next position. Yes, that's my aim, but what have I got to do in between to get to that point? And that's one of the big things that people miss when they come into this business or they come into their weight loss journey. They want it all overnight, and it doesn't happen. So it's important that you set your goals accordingly to, say, how Michelle used to work. She worked full time, so her goals couldn't be, I need to spend 8 hours a day on this business. What I can do though is I can spend 10 minutes every hour over 8 hours on the business. And it's a much more positive way of actually helping you grow your business and growing your mindset. The one thing that I do with my team, I have a morning meet with my actual sales team that I manage. And we talk about, I call them big rocks. So the big rocks, if you can imagine you're a gardener and you've got a wheelbarrow and you're doing a garden for someone, you don't start by lifting the pebbles and moving those. You start with the ones that are going to make the difference first. So you start with the big rocks and you move those. You move those into the garden. I can promise you, once you've done those big rocks, you're like, oh my God, I need a cup of tea. I'm so happy I've done them, because that was going to be a backbreaker. I wouldn't have fancied doing that at 4 o'clock in the afternoon after doing already 6 hours of work. It's the same with this business. Choose the goals which you might not want to do first, do those first, and then celebrate the fact that you've done them. Like genuinely, it's like, yes, I've done them. Let me go and tell my upline. Let me go and tell my husband or my wife that I've actually lost a little bit of weight, or I had my shake on time, or I got the kids to school on time, and none of them spilled any yogurt over the back seat onto them. Like things like that. It's times to celebrate. And I hate to say it, because obviously we're living in a pandemic, and lots of people just see bad things on the news all the time. You turn the news on and it's all dour. It's, Trump, oh my God, let's just move on from that. So let's start the day on a positive note by saying, I'm going to be better than I was yesterday, and I'm going to make sure that I message my customers today. That's a goal. That's a target. I'm going to message all my customers today to see how they're getting on with the plan, whether that's 1 customer, whether that's 10 customers. By the time you finished it, you tick it off the list and you're like, yes, done it. Happy days. Let's see what comes back. So that's the importance of setting a goal. If you don't set yourself a goal, how do you know if you're doing well? Set yourself a goal. No matter how big or how small, set short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. Some of the goals that we've achieved in this business is mind-blowing. As I say, when we started out, we wanted to earn £200 a month. A year ago in October, we bought a house that's worth over £500,000, because this business has helped us achieve that long-term goal. When we started, it was at 200. 6 years later, wow, we've bought our dream home. It's hard work. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's easy. No business is. Okay, but live life on your terms. Set your targets. Set your goals. Don't set goals to be at work to earn somebody else £9 million a year, or whatever it might be in your business. Why don't you set yourself your own goals and earn yourself an extra £9,000 a year? I'm sure you would rather that £9,000 in your pocket from sitting at home with the kids running around playing Lego. If anything like mine, probably just sitting in the bedroom talking to people. But that's on your time. Okay. So I'm going to go through what my goal is for you next, and in the same process that we've spoken about. So my next target is my next promotion, and with that next promotion comes a over £3,000 bonus. So that's my specific target. It's measurable, yes, because other people before me have done that. I'm not, reinventing the wheel. Other people have hit this target and promotion, so I know that I can get there. Is it attainable? Yes, again, other people have done it. Is it relevant? Yes, because I want to be a PMD. So it's one more step up the ladder to PMD, PMD plus. Then I can sit with James on the PMD panels and we can celebrate together. Exactly, James. And then timely, I've set myself a target of when I want to do it by, and I've said by March next year. Now, some of you might think, oh, that's miles away. Trust me, it isn't. Christmas is going to be upon us, and then we are going into the busiest time in our business, and those 3 months will fly. So I've got between now and the end of December to get my business where I need it to be, so I can absolutely ramp it up going into the new year. So realign your own targets, set your own goals. The only task or homework that I would set yourself is tell your uplines what your goal is and set it out in a smart way, and then reevaluate it based on when you said that you were going to do it by. Thank you, everybody. Hope you've had a good day. So just so you know, I wasn't able to get anybody. Apologies, smacked my hand. I've been absolutely manic at work. So talking about goals, actually, I work for a company and we are launching a European satellite, and we missed our deadline yesterday. It's a multi-billion-pound project which we missed yesterday, but with the goal is now moved. Closed the door. Yesterday was a learning opportunity, so we don't give up just because it didn't happen. We go to Monday and we go again.
Thank you so much, Shanton. That was absolutely amazing. I'm so passionate about goal setting, so that was really, really nice, especially as we are right at the beginning of the month. And I think it was so nice as well that you highlighted the importance of, you know, it's celebrating every small goal that you achieve as well. I, for one, love to-do lists, and whenever I tick something off, I'm literally like, yes.
Yeah, I'm the same as well. I celebrate maybe a little bit too much, especially during lockdown, but you've got to celebrate the wins, no matter how big, no matter how small.
Exactly. We need something to celebrate, don't we? Thank you so much. We really appreciate it today. Up next, we have got the amazing Hayley McLaughlin. I hope that I've said that right. Hayley, I always tell her that she was one of the people, when I first joined, I went to one of her Health Babes events and they were just rocking. It was like this amazing bar in Essex. They had the music on, the cocktails out, they were partying, they were celebrating their promotions, and I was like, this is for me. But Hayley has been in the business for 6 years. She's a presidential marketing director. She hit that position in 22 months whilst doing Juice Plus part-time, which is incredible. And her one secret, no excuses. Hayley, there you are. Give me a heart attack. I thought you weren't there.
Hi guys. That nice intro. I loved the Essex events. They were amazing. Missing them a lot, to be fair. We do love a little gathering, I must say. So guys, I am covering getting your teamies off to a best start. And like Sara said there, no excuses is definitely high up there for, I think, where I've come from and what I've achieved. So it's really easy to make excuses, and actually I know James has been chasing me and I've not been active in the group that we've been doing for this, because I literally are going through a crazy time at home right now. My dog's just had puppies, etc. I've not slept for 2 weeks, hence the bags. But again, I committed to something today. I said I'd do this call, and no excuses. So, you know, I think that's really important, to make sure no matter what you do, whatever you commit to, you have to follow it through, because life always pops up and there's always stuff going on, and it can easily take you off track. So that is why I said no excuses, because I think that's a massive fundamental quality that you need to have to be able to achieve in this business. For me, getting teamies off to the best start, Michelle touched on it about quality over quantity, and I would 100% agree with that. Like, I think it's so important to make sure that you're getting the right people, and obviously, like she said as well, customers definitely help that for sure. What we started doing was, we have had like massive growth, and it was really important to sort of set in a structure of what we do, because I think it's really easy to have that get lost. And my worst thing for me is someone saying, I've given up because I didn't know what I was doing. Like that, to me, the opportunity that I've had and how it's changed my life, I just think it's so bad for someone. I'm just plugging in my, I've just seen my batteries going. Yeah, it's so bad for me, for someone to walk away and have a negative impact on our reputation because they wasn't started right. So the best thing that I done was teamed up with Lucy in my team, and we did a video. So anyone can do this. It was literally a Zoom recording of me and her on a Zoom. And we screen share, we show them around the office, we show them why the prices are slightly different than what we've given, because obviously it doesn't include VAT on the capsules and stuff like that. We show them the health study, how you'd put Healthy Starts for Families through, because that's slightly different, and just explain where it says about the £40 contribution. And literally all we show them on the office is the price changes, how you'd place your first order, and how you'd find your website link. And then just talk about the difference through your virtual office versus your website, and how people can find the ingredients to the products, and the clinical research. So they're the first things that we show on the video. The next things we show on the video is the groups we use, how we use them, and that's kind of it really. It is a video that's about 40 minutes long, but I just think it's really important to get them to go away and do something first before they, because at first we used to do calls individually, one-to-ones, but I felt like you'd give that and some people wouldn't even have done one post or listened to that. So now it's like, you move, we move. So get them to watch the video, and I'll say to them, right, okay, because it's really easy. As soon as they've started and joined, you're just like, right, watch this video, come back to me. So they watch the video, they come back to me, and I'm like, watch the video with a notepad, write it all down, anything that doesn't make sense to you, anything that you want to question me on, and then we'll move forward. So once they've watched the video and they've got their list of questions, we then do a one-to-one Zoom with that individual. And that's really important, because it's important for the upline to, one, know that they're going to get on a Zoom, because Zooms are really important in our business, but also for them to then have that one-to-one and understand what the person wants from the business, what hours they can do. So I say, so what would your working hours be for Juice Plus? What can you commit on a daily basis? Because let's face it, it's not a weekly thing. You have to show up daily. So daily, tell me what you can commit to. And then we will then discuss what their DMO is going to be like. So we've got a DMO, a foundation, an intermediate, and advanced. And literally it just obviously gets a little bit bigger depending on what time they can give. So we'll say like, right, okay, for someone that's got a little bit more time, you maybe want to start on the intermediate. So we'll get their DMO sorted, and then we'll literally cover what's on that DMO and go through it with them and make sure they understand what actions they need to do for their business every day. And that's what you cover on the one-to-one call. So some of the things that we discuss, I'm just gonna, because then we do give them a 10 steps thing to follow. So it's just a template with 10 steps on it. So the first one is obviously make your social medias profiles public if you're happy to do so, or at least know how to change your privacy settings so that your business and product posts you can make to public at least. So either way, they know how to do that. Make sure that their profile picture is them and they've got a nice cover photo. And the second thing we do is we give them 3 to 5 teamies to follow that we think they can relate to. So if I've brought a mum in, I'll say, follow these 3 teamies. They're smashing it at the moment. You can take good inspiration from them. I don't want them following everyone. I think that's a massive mistake people make. As soon as they become a teamie, they follow loads of Juice Plus people, and it then floods their feed with Juice Plus, which makes them think that, oh, we're saturated. And it also confuses them. They've got too much to see. They don't know who to take inspiration from. And also then they're missing people that aren't on the products or the business, because they've only added people that are in the products and the business. Okay, so we say 3 to 5 teamies only. and you might change that. So if you start liking someone else, you need to drop someone off your following list, because you can only follow 3 to 5 people in the business. Ensure your timeline reviews on, just because obviously you don't want to be tagged in stuff all of the time that might not benefit your business. They need to go away and create a vision board, like we've said, with goal setting, etc. Visions are really important, so they need to go and have a vision board. Then we say minimum, they need to start posting 3 times a day, morning, lunch and evening. And then we get them to do a stick man challenge. So basically that is a brainstorm of them. So they've got them in the middle and they they list everything about them around it. Now this is so important because it's going to help them with posting, but it's also going to help them get their know, like and trust up. And it's going to help them follow their tribe as well. So that's really important because we want them to connect with people like them. So they're going to look at their list about them. Say they like grey home interior. They like, I'll say to them, if you're going to have a night out, where would you go? Where would you buy your outfit for your night out? You know, would you get your hair done? Where would you go? Would you get your nails done? Where would you go? Lashes, like all these things. Where are you going? So then they can go on like pages or Insta and find people from these places. Okay. So they're connecting with people like them, but also this helps them because if they get stuck with posting, because obviously sometimes when you start the business, the first mistake they make is they forget who they are and they just start posting Juice Plus on their page. So I say, if you're stuck for a post and I've told you, you can do 1 Juice Plus post versus 2 to 3 about you, and you're thinking, oh, I don't know what to post about me, then you can go back to your stick man drawing of you and think, right, okay, how can I let people know about me so they learn to know me, like me, and then trust me? So you need to share something about you so people learn about you. All right, so it might be that you're off to do a walk with the kids, you're a mum, whatever it is, you're sharing something about you. So that's what the Stickman Challenge helps with. Then we've got number 7, start your P's and B's list. So P for product, B's for business. Who do you know that needs the products? Who do you know that needs the business? And add to it daily, which is just a norm that we all do. Number 8 is know your groups. So we've got some really fantastic groups in the company, and you know, everyone's really nice at sharing those, but sometimes they can also be overwhelming. So we've really stripped that back in our team. Myself, Lucy and Carly decided that people were feeling overwhelmed. When you join something that's brand new and you've got to remember so much, like to post, to know about the products, you're trying to know how to recommend the products. If someone comes to you with a query, you're trying to learn how to understand it. It's all a bit overwhelming. So if you're in too many groups as well, that's too much for a new person. And that's what we've realised. So although there is so many great groups, we've stripped it back to them only when they start allowed 4 groups. They can only join 4. 1 is our customer group. 1 is our team page. 1 is our products prospects page, and one is our business prospects page. So we have a products information page with testimonials from our clients and a product talk in there, and then we have a business page where business prospects can go in, and we have teamies sharing their own journeys with the business. So 4 groups. Now what I say to them is understand these groups, and it's really easy for our guys. We make it easy. If you don't know about the products, you've just joined and someone asks you about the products, you just say, great, I've got a fab info group that I've set up. I want to pop you in there. I'm going to tag you in the video that explains the products, and then I'm going to come back to you. So they've not got to worry about what they know, what they say about saying the wrong thing. They can just tag them in the video and then come back to them. So that's the same with the business. Oh my God, someone's asked me about the business. I don't know what to say. They've asked me what I'm doing. Tell them you've got a really good group that they can go in and find out, and then that you're going to pick up with them in a couple of days. So we just make it as easy as possible. So that's know your groups, and then we just start getting them to understand the functionalities like stories, polls, and stuff like that. And then number 10 is just know that your profile is now your shop front. So start walking the walk. It's so important to get your own journey on the products and that you're sharing your own journey on the products as well. So that is the 10 steps. Let me just get back to my notes. Yeah, so minimize the groups, and then more than one recruitment. Oh, and if I have, say for instance, I was to have 5 teamies, I find it easier to put them in a WhatsApp group getting started. So we'll do a WhatsApp group, and I'll just check in with them every day. They feel like they've got some buddies and they can connect a little bit, you know, step outside their comfort zones, and it's easier to like do some post suggestions for them and stuff in a group. But if it's just a 1 or 2 teamies, I'll work with them on a 1-to-1 level. But that is kind of all we do. And obviously just making sure that they're aware that you're their main support, you're their friend, you're there to support them every way, you're their cheerleader, and you're backing them 100%. So I just make sure that I try and jump on their lives. I try and, you know, comment on all of their stuff and give them quite a lot of support to start off with. So that is how I get teamies started. I hope that's all right. It's quite quick. I have got a guest speaker as well. So my girlie Kirsty joined me. She was a customer originally of mine, but that was a couple of years back, and she joined me in July. So I'm going to get her to share her journey because she's absolutely smashing it at the moment. She's got 3 young children, all very young, and she's just killing it. So Kirst, are you unmuted? Can you unmute yourself? Yeah,
brilliant. I am.
Hello. So
hello.
Share everyone like how you got started and what's been your journey so far.
So I started taking the products about 5 weeks before I actually joined Hayley's team. My little girl was only 3 months old, so I joined for weight loss. And I think being a product of the product was how it kind of really kind of kicked off for me. Within the first 10 weeks of being on the products, I lost 2 stone in 10 weeks. So people seeing me sharing my journey, I found that people kind of related to me a lot more. So, you know, kind of like sharing my own results, people can see that it's working. So that for me, I got an awful lot of interest in that. It took a lot for me to kind of have the confidence to share my before and after photos. I'm not a very confident person at all. Hayley kind of gave me that push to kind of do it, you know, rip the band-aid off. Once you've done it, you'll feel amazing. So I did. And again, I got my first teamie from sharing my before and after pictures. And yeah, kind of from there, my confidence grew. I basically post any pictures of me now. I really don't mind. I'm kind of comfortable with how I look now. I'm on a shred 10 at the moment. I'm on day 5. And I have hit my 4 stone weight loss now in 5 months. So I've gone from a size 16 to 18 to 10 to 12. So I think being on the products is a massive thing if you're trying to kind of get customers and recruit as well, because obviously they can see that it is working. A massive thing that Hayley kind of pushed me on as well is doing the lives as well. I wasn't comfortable doing the lives at all. As Hayley said, I have 3 small children, and my middle child, for anyone who does see my lives, they are a disaster, but I kind of embrace it really. The first live I ever did, I kind of turned around and my 2-year-old had picked up my 4-month-old baby. And I didn't want to panic because I was live on Facebook. So I kind of just was like, oh, how lovely. And just kind of walked in because I thought it would just drop her otherwise. But I've just kind of embraced it as a mum now. In my lives, he climbs in the cupboards behind me, empties the cupboards while I'm live on Facebook. But I think just having the confidence to just embrace your life that you have. As I say, mum of 3 young children, I think you just have to push yourself out of your comfort zone, and that way, obviously, it will work for you. I've got another teamie that's joined me on the 20th of September, and within 3 weeks she hit her Partner Plus. So just kind of exactly what Hayley done, you know, going on the training calls and things like that. I was able to take what Hayley did with me and kind of do that with my teamie. So obviously her hitting her Partner Plus in 3 weeks was absolutely amazing. And I think really it's just having the confidence to just kind of do what you want to do, be on the products and show people what you're capable of achieving as well. I did make some notes. Getting on the DMO calls, there are so many out there as well. Obviously being in lockdown now as well, there are potentially like 6 every day. So I kind of get on as many as I can. I try and set my kids up with activities, but again, they're always crawling all over the table, getting in the way. But again, everyone on Zoom calls knows I can't help the fact that, you know, I have 3 children. I'm going to embrace it and just kind of, like right now, my shopping could knock on the door at any time, but, you know, I haven't stopped. There's one. I haven't stopped doing the things I want to do and making my business the best it can be just because I'm a mum of 3 children. So yeah, I'm really pleased, and having this amazing support from Hayley and our amazing team. And, you know, I've got so much support from friends as well. So yeah, fantastic.
Oh, well done, Kirsty. I'm so proud of you. Kirsty done her first live and she was like, I'm going to have to delete it. Oh my God, he picked up the baby and it just was the worst live ever. And I was like, no, that was brilliant because it's real life. That's what happens. You know, keep it, please keep it. And she kept it, grew with confidence, done lives every day since. So absolutely smashing it. I'm so proud of you, Kirsty.
Thank you.
So yeah, that's it really, guys. That's our presentation for you. Hope it was okay. Well done, Kirsty. Really proud of you.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you so much. That was absolutely amazing, Kirsty. You're brilliant. I was smiling the whole way through that, and it's so true. It's mum life, and I think sometimes we're like, I have a lot of people on my team, so I don't want to go live because I've never got no peace, and the kids are crazy. And you think the ones where it goes wrong, or we think it goes wrong, are the videos that go crazy. And when they do, a few minutes after, just post the direct recruitment.
Yeah.
Loads of traffic on your page. Hayley, you was amazing. I've literally scribbled down everything, all your 9 steps, all your groups, everything. I loved it. I love the foundation, intermediate and advanced DMO idea, like absolutely golden nuggets. Really appreciate
done that. I've got to give Jackie a shout out for that because she done those DMOs for us. Good old Jackie.
Thank you both so much. I'm next, but I don't know if I'm supposed to hand back over to Paula.
Yeah, I will introduce you, Sara. Anyway, girls, I just want to say that was absolutely amazing, Hayley. Amazing golden nuggets, as Sara's just said. And Kirsty, just absolutely fantastic. You would never know that you haven't got the confidence because you just come across amazingly well. And it just goes to show that this business, it's just for real people, just with fitting it around their lives, you know, like with all our children, and Hayley with all her puppies, you know, it's just fits for everyone. So I'm going to introduce Sara, our amazing Sara. Now, Sara is an LMD in the business, and she's been in the business for 4.5 years, and she works her business now full time around being around 2 children. So she's very busy with the 2 children, but she managed to get to NMD with all of that. And Sara's going to talk to us about top key to success with consistency and mindset. So take it away, Sara. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Paula. And I'm absolutely loving this morning. So I just have to say thanks again to everyone. And thanks to our lovely James for arranging today, because we're all taking so much away from it. So we really, really appreciate it. So I think I'm supposed to be talking about the importance of building clubs. I hope so, because if not, I've got the wrong notes today. I think I am. I think that was from the last one. That's right. But either way, I am talking about that because that's what my notes are on. And I can always get a bit carried away with my notes, so I'm going to try and talk super quickly and just fit it all in. So the importance of building clubs. Firstly, what is a club? So a club is someone in your business who is a senior partner or above and is hitting their PB. And I've just wanted to briefly touch on what PB is, because so many people are like, I don't even really understand what that is. So PB is a performance bonus, and it's an additional commission that is paid as a bonus to encourage partners to perform well and consistently, and it's seen as a monthly bonus. So hitting your PB is going to significantly boost your income, your wages, and if you miss it, it goes to your upline as well, so that's another incentive to make sure you hit it every single month. And it's very important to stay on top of it and do your best to hit it every single month. So to hit your PB, you need 1250 in volume, and that is made up of your orders, your partner's orders, and your partner plus's orders. And I have got here, I'm so bad with
it hasn't come yet.
Oh. That's all right. I'm so bad with screen sharing or getting presentations ready, but here is just a little thing from one of the books that I got at the head office today. Obviously we can share this afterwards, but here's your PB pot and here's what it is made up of. So how to accumulate your 1250 volume. It's based on points and not pay line, which again is a mistake that some people make. So for example, premium capsules paid monthly would be the 216 points divided by 4, so it would be 54 towards your PB volume every month for 4 months. However, if they were to pay in full, it's 216 straight into your PB pot. On that note, I'm going to just quickly mention about the Protective Plus package or new bundle. I'm going to cover it a little bit more at the end, but obviously that is a huge thing at the moment. If you are, you know, aiming to hit your PB or struggling to hit your PB, we are now being given 100 extra extra points across the 4 months to go towards your PB pot with this new Protective Plus bundle. So it's not only great if you're going for a promotion, it's also great if you're going for your PB as well. So if towards the end of the month you're close to hitting your PB, it's really good to aim for paid in full orders, because all of the volume is going to go straight into your PB pot. Sorry, crazy ass. It's going to go straight into your PB pot in the first month, so you'll get it all in that month rather than it being split over 4 months. So this is also why it's extremely important to stay on top of your unpaids, because if, for instance, you know, a customer doesn't pay in their 4th month, or perhaps they've got a new car, then obviously volume that you're expecting to go into your PB pot will not. So that's just really important to make sure you stay on top of that every single day. You can also accumulate an excess, which is amazing because it means you're not starting from 0 every single month with your PB, and you can see that on your office where it says PB excess. But you want to aim to hit your PB without your excess every single month, so that you can save your excess for the crazy months when there's absolutely mayhem. So how to check your team's PB? You would log into your office and you click on My Team Data and Manage My Team. You click on the close to bonus qualification and put both boxes to 0, and it literally gives you a list of everyone on your team who is senior partner or above, and the column at the end that's all red will give you the deficit that they need to hit their PB this month. And I find that really nice to stay on top of. I've got a spreadsheet with all of that on, so I can keep my team up to date with what they need to hit their PB. Don't do it in the last 3 days of the month and say, oh, you need 600. Like, try to keep on top of it throughout the month so they know exactly what they need. So moving on to clubs, I just wanted to cover a little bit about what the clubs are and how to make sure you're hitting your PB every month. So as I said, a club is someone in your business who is a senior partner above and is hitting their PB every single month. Firstly, there's loads of recognition surrounding clubs, which is one of the massive highlights. There's loads of other benefits to the clubs, but firstly, the ones that you get recognition for are Club 1, Club 3, Club 6, Club 12, Club 24, 39, 50, 75 and 100. And then they do the other hundreds as well. And when you hit those specific ones, obviously you get a shout out onto Miller's page, you get loads of recognition. And then when you hit Club 39 is absolutely major. It's a huge goal for a lot of us because you get to go to the biggest party. It's like a huge VIP party. If you haven't seen the video of a Club 39 event, please go and watch one after the call, because that will definitely make you want to hit it even more. So So hitting these positions is a reflection of how many people that you are helping. Say, for instance, you've seen some people on the call today who are Club 100. That means that they are helping 100 people every single month to earn a good, decent income from their online business. And you will also earn approximately £100 per month for every single club in your business, which is obviously another great incentive. So building clubs is essential to building a strong, steady and stable business. And if you focus on building your clubs, then your promotions will take care of themselves. I'm a firm believer in that. I shifted my focus earlier this year from aiming for promotions to building clubs in my business, and I went from SSC to QNMD to NMD in 4 months after being stuck at SSC for over 3 years. So when I shifted my focus from trying to hit promotions to trying to build clubs, that's when my business really started to grow. And that's what can happen when you focus on clubs rather than your promotions. The one thing that I think is really important, building clubs means that you're building an easily duplicatable system, which is so important in our business because we really want to keep it simple so that other people can replicate what we are doing. So keep it simple, keep it teachable, get your team members to senior partner, teach them to teach their team members how to get to senior partner, and your business is going to grow. So how to get to SP, the easiest ways you can do this, again touching on the Protective Plus bundle at the minute. If you have just joined the business, say it's your month 1, how to get straight to senior partner, because you can actually skip through 2 promotions in 1 month. Sorry guys, building the business around the kids, bear with me. But yeah, how to get to senior partner in 1 month. You can go straight from partner plus to senior partner in 1 month, and obviously that means you're going to get both of the bonuses in 1 month, and you can do that with 3,325 points. Now that might seem, you know, way out there, but at the moment, again, with this new bundle that's available to us at the moment, if you sell 8 bundles, you can go straight to senior partner this month, even if you're not currently a partner plus, which I think is absolutely amazing. If you do both of those in 1 month, it also means that you will earn approximately, we're not supposed to give exact income figures, but approximately thereabouts £500 next month if you hit both positions in 1 month, obviously depending on your orders. Plenty of people do it this way. We've had loads of people on our team who do it like that, especially during lockdown where there are so many more people at home on their phones and online. So make the most of it and give it your all for the next 3 months. We are, as a team, we're so determined the next 3 months we're just going to go for it every single day. And I think it was Simon Bowler that said 3 months of hard work now could put you 2 to 3 years ahead in your Juice Plus career. So please just take advantage. That might be the wrong way to word it, but make the most of the fact that everyone is at home for the next 3 months. Whose business grew in the last lockdown ridiculously, like just the charts went up. So if you are not maximizing it and making the most of it for the next 3 months, you are absolutely crazy. Do whatever it takes and give this 100%. Or the other way, obviously, to hit senior partner. It does depend, you know, don't compare yourself to anyone else. Of course, some people could take 12 months to hit senior partner. Some people do it in their first month. You know, things will happen for people at different times in our business. But as I said, with lockdown here, there's no reason why you can't be giving it this 100% effort and aiming high. So the other way to hit senior partner, month 1, 825 plus 1, which I'm going to touch on a little bit in a minute. So it's 825 points and 1 new team member in your first month, or in every single month. And you sell 2 bundles, so that's just 2 plans. You've got 30 days to get your 2 plans in, and you've hit your first promotion to partner plus, and you've also got a team member as well. And you get that team member by being super excited that you've hit your promotion, you've earned back your 50 quid that you invested into the business, you've earned a £100 profit on top of that, and there's not many businesses where you can say I've earned a profit already in your first month. So, and just another random top tip, when you do hit a promotion, be excited, shout about it, and make sure you're literally all over your social media with it, because that is what's going to help you with recruiting as well. So you move into month 2. There's now you and your team member that you've already recruited in your first month, and you recruit another one because you are doing 825 plus 1 every single month, which is what you're focusing on to build a stable business at least. And by that, I mean 825 points and 1 new team member every single month. So now there's 3 of you on your team. You all get your 825, you go straight to senior partner, and you've now got, you know, 3 or 4 people on your team. So I really like that. It's something that we used to do a lot of when I first joined the business. It was all around, you know, aim for your 825 plus 1. I think it's really easy. It's simple, it's easy, it's duplicatable. You can do it. You can teach your team to do it, and focus on that as a bare minimum every single month for you and your team, and teach your team to do the same. I think we all get overloaded with so much information in this business, which is absolutely amazing. There's so much training available to us, but I really like the simplicity of building clubs and the 825 plus 1 because it's so easy. You can do it, your team can do it, and you can teach it straight down, and you can teach them to do the same with their team. So if you duplicate this simple system down, you can just literally watch your business skyrocket. Focus on your clubs, and your promotions will take care of themselves. And just again to reiterate before the end about the Protective Plus bundle that is now available, take advantage of it. It's only there for the month of November. It's our best product without a doubt. The premium capsules and the omegas, you know, it's called Protective Plus for a reason. Everyone needs these products. We done a little thing in our team call the other day, just everyone sharing what the capsules have done for them, and it was absolutely amazing. So don't be shy to go and share that. You get 100 extra points for it. You only need 2 to hit your first promotion, so again that can really help out any new team members that you're bringing in. And just go out there and learn and research as much as you can about the capsules, about the omegas, so that you feel confident when you're sharing it. Share it all over your page, post progress pictures that relate to those products as well, and go live with it. Scream and shout about it. It's only for November, so let's make the most of it, and, you know, really take advantage of the lockdown. Part 2, business boom. So that is that from me. I hope it was helpful. I do get sidetracked on all different topics, but I hope that you took something away from it. And I have got the lovely Michelle Rowley, who's going to be sharing her business journey with us.
Good morning, everyone. Right, this is very last minute, so I'm not prepared at all, so I might waffle. Sara, just start waving at the camera if I start waffling. Okay, so I first got introduced first found out about Juice Plus products in January. Never heard of them before. I put on 2 stone last year. I wanted to lose 1 stone of it, so I got onto the boosters. Didn't think they'd work, to be fair, but got on them anyway, and I lost 1 stone in 6 weeks, so I was sold. And then quickly, before I knew it, it was May, and I joined the business. The reason why I joined the business was because a friend of mine that I knew from school, I always saw her on my Facebook. She looked like she was having fun. I knew she was working because I knew, like, see her post stuff about about Juice Plus and stuff like that. But she looked like she was having fun while working, and she had freedom. And also her skin always looked glowing. She always looked absolutely amazing. So I thought, I want a bit of that. I was working. I've always worked. I've been in accountancy for 16 years. But the last, say, 2 years was really, really unhappy in my job. I was bored doing the same thing for absolute years. I joined the business in May. I hit my first 2 promotions in my first 2 months. I got my first 2 teamies in the first 3 months. They were both customers. And then I decided to leave my job and then take this up full time. It was quite an easy decision for me to make because I'd been unhappy in my job for so long. I wanted something new. I wanted something that gave me freedom. And I just wanted generally to feel happy, you know, and I was sold because, you know, being within the team, I knew I could sort of go far within the business. What I love about the business is the support that you get. The team that I'm in is absolutely amazing. You get like full support with the business, but coming away from the business, the support you get from day to day, just with daily life, you know. I feel like we're all a family, like we're all friends, and that's what I love. The group chat is mad, you know, it's, you know, some's business, some of it is like completely not business, you know, we all just really have a laugh, and that's what I love. It kind of sort of brings us together as a unit. But yeah, what I love about the business as well is just the buzz around it. Everyone's so positive, everyone's so supportive. I absolutely love doing lives. I know everyone dreads doing lives. Don't get me wrong, when someone said to me I had to do a live, I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But I get on them and I absolutely love them. I didn't know I behaved the way I behave until I started doing those lives, to be fair. I didn't know how loud I was, but now I know. But I love them. I absolutely love them. But going back to being supportive, I mean, certain things have been going on personally with me, and the amount of personal calls that I had yesterday from people from the team were amazing. And I thought, do you know what? Coming away from the business, these people actually care about you, and that's what I love, you know? One thing that I will say is what I've taken the past couple of months, any call that I've got on, everyone bangs on about being consistent. And I'm like, I got it. I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I get it. You've got to be consistent. You've got to show up. But I didn't realise how important it was. So when I first joined the business in May, I boomed. I loved it, you know, buzzing, 2 promotions, 2 teamies. I allowed personal problems in my life last month, about 6 weeks in total, to sort of make me, I mean, I was still posting, don't get me wrong, I was still posting on Facebook, but I stopped doing my lives, stopped being consistent and stuff like that. And it really, really affected my business, So now I know how much, what it means when people say be consistent. You have to be consistent. We all have bad days. You know, where we might be sort of like take a step back, but consistency is the key. And I realise now how important that is. I've been consistent now for the last couple of months, and it's paying off already. I've had 3 people approach me 3 people this week approached me in regards to the business. I didn't approach them, they approached me. So but yeah, so that's it really. That's it.
Thank you so much. So true. Consistency is key, and you are absolutely smashing it. I'm so excited. Thank you very much. I did ask you about 10 minutes ago. Organised, so I really appreciate it. And then last but not least, we have got our lovely Millie, who is going to be talking to us about the power of gratitude and manifestation. Millie is an executive marketing director in the business. She's a health enthusiast. She's had incredible results on the products. She went on a 2-week holiday to Bali, and she ended up staying there for 8 months, which is absolutely amazing in itself. And she's going to share her top tips with us today.
Hey hon, hey guys, nice to see you all. Miles. So yeah guys, I'm going to be talking to you about the power of gratitude. I've kind of changed it a bit, law of attraction, manifestation and affirmations, because this has been something that has categorically changed not just my life but my business. And through being able to express gratitude and really feel it like deep within my heart, and it's maybe as cringy as that might sound, it really is a massive game changer, because we are beings of energy, guys. We are a tower of power, okay? And everything that you think, everything that's in your mindset is going to attract things into your life, okay? So love and gratitude are the highest powers of energy, okay? And if you can get into the state of love and gratitude every single day, you are going to attract better things into your life. You're going to have a more successful business, you're going to have a happier life, and you're going to feel amazing. So I don't know if any of you struggle with self-belief, self-love, self-acceptance. I don't know if you live in a limited mindset. So there's 2 different types of mindsets, which is a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. And if you're somebody that has a fixed mindset, you'll probably say things like, that's just how it is, this is how I am, I can't change it, I was born that way, okay? And that's just what you believe that you are. I just want to share with you guys that you can be anything that you want to be. Anything that you are is a choice, and everything that we are today is a product of what we have thought previously about who we are. Perhaps people have said things to us like, oh, you know, we can hold on to thoughts, you know, that people have said to us, like, oh, well, that wasn't very good, or you didn't do very well at that. And we hold on to those negative things inside of ourselves, and we allow that to shape our lives, when actually we can use those, one, as a learning point, and two, it's important to realize that what people have said to us, and perhaps past thoughts that we've had, could be just a projection of what we're either insecure about, or perhaps what somebody else is insecure about within themselves. So what we need to do is realize that we can control two things in our life, and that is what we feel about ourselves and the emotions that we have. So our attitude and our emotions, and that's so powerful. And if we can start to use gratitude and love every single day, your life and your business will begin to change. So the whole process of mental adjustment can be summed up by gratitude and love. And the reason that people, I believe, get stuck in their business is because they're focusing on what they haven't got and what they don't have. Okay, so what I really want you guys to start doing today and start implementing into your businesses and into your lives is focusing on everything that you have, and taking your minds away from everything that you don't have. Because even if you haven't got something in your life, that's fine. But what I want you to start doing is imagining your life in abundance. So imagining what your life would look like. For example, when you're an NMD, how is it going to feel the day that you go NMD? What's going to be different? What are you going to be grateful for? Are you going to be grateful for your team? Are you going to be grateful for your customers? Are you going to be grateful for all the promotions that your girls and your guys have got underneath you? How's that going to feel when you know that those guys underneath you have worked really hard with you and are on that journey? You know, think about the gratitude that you can hold inside of yourself to help you move forward into that position. Because what I'll tell you guys is, if you can have a vision for your future and you can get super grateful for that now before it's here, you will change your business, because you will raise your vibration and you will start attracting things into your life. So the nearer we live to the source of our limitlessness, the more successful we shall be and the more we shall receive. So what I mean by that is, you've got to understand, guys, that everything that you want in your life is in limitless abundance, and you just have to believe it. And how do you do that? Is by expressing your gratitude for everything that you have in your life. And I don't mean things that are of a monetary value. So, I mean, you can be grateful for your car and grateful for your house, but actually, what about being super grateful for your eyes that see, your fingers that type on your phone, your brain that thinks, your heart that feels and keeps you alive? All these things that you can be super grateful for that don't have a monetary value. And the more that you can start expressing this, again, the higher your vibration is going to be, and the more that you're going to attract into your life. So I just want to ask you now, guys, have a think about, how is your mindset? Like, what do you focus on? Are you constantly thinking, oh, well, I'm not SC yet, I'm not NMD yet, or I haven't got this many clubs, or I haven't got this many customers? Or do you wake up every single day with excitement in your hearts and gratitude in your heart, thinking, I'm so grateful for that one customer that I've got this month already, I'm so excited? Or if you haven't got a customer yet, think to yourself, I'm so grateful for this business giving me the opportunity to earn money over lockdown, and I can help inspire other people's lives. You know, getting really super grateful in that moment can really change a lot for you guys. And the more gratitude that you have in your life, the more gratitude and the more things that you will receive, like I mentioned. So moving on, guys, being thankful and grateful for things before it comes into your life will help you receive things more rapidly. And that's basically because it attracts more things into your life. And if this is new for you, just trust the process. I think when I talk about this, I do sometimes feel like I'm losing my mind a bit, because you can't see it and you can't hold on to it, but it's a feeling. And the only reason that I know it's true is because I've experienced it so many times all the way throughout my life, and I practice it on a daily basis. So what I do every single morning, guys, is I start my day with a really strong morning routine to get my business off to a really good start. So I wake up in the morning, I have my water with lemon and my capsules, and then I go downstairs, I do some meditation, and then I write down my gratitudes, okay? And so how I express my gratitudes is I fix my attention on 3 to 5 things that I'm super grateful for that morning. And the 3 to 5 things that I'll be grateful for, that I will think and write down, because when you write things down, they're 80% more likely to become true for you. Your subconscious works in a different way when you write things down. So I write 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for that money does not buy. I write 3 to 5 things down that my business has given me. And then 3 to 5 things that are personal to me that I'm super grateful for. So it could be my family, it could be, I don't know, something that I've achieved myself, or an experience that I've had. And then what I do is I write these things down every single morning, and it basically just gets you into a really good energy state for the day. So the other thing that's really important, guys, that I'm just going to finish with, and there's not really a lot more to say about, you know, expressing your gratitude other than getting on and doing it, is your affirmations. So the words I am are some of the most powerful in the English language, because the words that you use after I am will basically determine who you are, what kind of person you believe yourself to be, and what you will achieve, because whatever we think becomes true for us, and thoughts become things. And some of you might know that already. So what I want you to do every single day is choose 3 strong I am affirmations that are going to support your success, your confidence, your business, you know, whether it's your next promotion, whether it's something to improve your self-confidence or self-love. Then say them out loud, write them down, put them on post-it notes, and then say them out loud every single day like you mean it. You know, you don't just want to say to yourself, oh, I am SC, or I am N&D. You want to say it like you mean it. Say it with passion, say it with love, and say it with belief. And the more that you can say it, yes, James, the more that you can say it and believe it into your heart, it will come true for you guys. So have a think about your I ams. And if you want to share them in the chat box, then please go ahead, because the more that you can share your I ams, the more that you can do this. You know, one, you will inspire people, and it's something that I do. I've got a free group on Facebook called Fit Girl Club, and every single morning at 7 o'clock I write and put a post up, and I say, morning girls, what 3 things are you grateful for today? And I get them to comment below, and I do it consistently every morning at 7 o'clock. And at first, what I noticed, some of the girls didn't really want to get involved, but by the end of we did 45 days and then 90 days, the transformation in these girls, what they believed in themselves, their energy, and getting them really involved with that self-development, it was transformational. So even if it feels a bit weird, even if you don't really want to do it, let me challenge you to do it and see how you feel by the end of November. So wake up every day, write your affirmations, share it with your team, and even get your customers involved. You know, what do your customers lack in? Is it that they're lacking in confidence? Then get them to tell themselves every single day, I am confident. So whatever you feel like you're not so great in, have a think about what the total opposite to that is. So if you're not confident, your affirmation would be, I am confident. Okay, if you're shy, it might be, I am courageous. Or if you struggle with self-love, then tell yourself, I am love. Because to be something, you have to tell yourself that you are that every single day. And for me, I've been on a journey where I really struggled with my self-confidence, my self-love, all those kind of things. And I just started practicing these things, and every single day it became more true for me. And I truly feel and truly believe that, you know, I'm somebody who, I'm so full of love. And, you know, 3 or 4 years ago, I would never have said that about myself. And it's because I've practiced every single day, sharing my love, sharing my gratitude, and expressing what I'm thankful for every single day. So guys, wake up every day with a grateful heart, because a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. And I promise you that even if it feels a bit weird and you feel a bit resistant to it, just try one day. Just put one foot in front of the other. It's like the business. Just speak to one person, speak to another person and another. But you've got to start with yourself, because if you don't have self-love, if you don't have gratitude for who you are and your amazing body, your amazing mindset, you know, you're all towers of power. You know, you have got the power to be anything that you want to be. So really think about that and encompass what your vision is and hold it deep inside of you, and know that you can achieve anything. And if you don't believe in yourself, then start today by telling yourself, I believe in me. And it all starts now, guys, today. And like Sara was just saying, you know, we've got these next, you know, whether it's November, December and January, however long it is, these next 3 months, they can be transformational for you. And not just the fact that you could be building a business, but for you. And it's got to start with yourself. So start with you every single day by doing your gratitudes, expressing your love for you, and saying affirmations. And I promise you, when you start believing in yourself more, people will notice and you will start to thrive. Your vibration will increase and you'll attract more into your life. So start with gratitude, practice your affirmations, and go smash it, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me today. Have a great day. And yeah, I'll catch you soon.
That was absolutely amazing, Millie, and what a way to end this call today. So many top tips. I've absolutely loved it. I've taken so much away. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it as well. muted round of applause to James for arranging again, and for everyone for taking the time out to share their top tips, and for you guys who have taken some time out of your Saturday morning to come on and get your top tips. I hope you all have an absolutely amazing Saturday, and as we said, not that anyone's counting down, but 24 days left of November, 24 days to smash your Protective Plus bundle. So go out there, get it done, make the most of it, give it your all every single day. In the words of Hayley, no excuses. In the words of Michelle, show up every single day. There's a reason that everybody says no matter what's going on, show up, because when you do, your business is going to absolutely boom. Good luck, everyone. We're wishing you all the most incredible month. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.